Hey, howdy, hey, folks. Welcome, welcome. I'm very excited for today. We're going to get all the tea of the. Forgot their name. The whatever family, the miners. That's not their last name, but they own a mining company, or they did. Uh, I have a Snickers being oh so helpful right now. She's so cuddly. She wants my shoulders. I don't know what else to do about her. But enough about my inability to deal with my cat. Yeah. Oh, did you hear her squeak? Can you hear her rumble? She's very much wanting attention. Ow! Claws! She's very pokey. I love you too, Snickers. You can sit there. You can sit right there. Okay. We're gonna jump right down to gaming. I'm trying out a new layout. Let's see how well this works. Okay. Ah. Ta-da. I tried to make the game a little bigger so it would be a little easier to see for folks. Okay, let me just turn the volume on my end so I can hear myself. Continue. What was I doing? I believe we discovered last time that the lawyer and the doctor are in cahoots for trying to, like, scam this house to scam the family to get more money out of the house. Well, they're not really scamming the family. They're scamming someone else to buy the house. And there was something going on in this house. We know that they had a cover-up of injuries. I know they had that. What's this? Can I investigate this? Nope, I cannot. Let's see what else. What else? That's kind of the gist of it. We still know that Sharon's a jerk. Oh, I sense a thing. Ow. Down we go. Eat food. Dawn is telling me to slow down. I'm eating too fast. You're not hitting the gym anytime soon. Dawn is the favorite. Ouch, I think Snickers actually gouged my neck. Ow. Addie! This is Dawn talking. You startled me. Why were you ninjaing over there? Ninjaing. Oh, that's a funny word. Just listening to my iPod. And enjoying the leisure of being alone, I guess. Can't argue with that. This is Dawn, and... It's just a tiny prick, manager. It stopped bleeding. I'm good. It just is uncomfortable. Because it's like a scratch and a poke. So it's just uncomfortable. Anyways, Dawn says can't argue with that. This real estate BS is really sucking my life away. Eddie, you mean the sale of this place? It's all about money, right? Dawn. Huh, girl, you haven't seen a thing. Addie, Dawn? Dawn, drop the app, please. You make me feel like a cookie brand. Yas. Addie, I'll try. Hey, Addie has more respect for her aunt than Dawn's own sister does, so we like Addie and we like Dawn. Well, I was just wondering what you do for a living. What does Dawn do for a living? I mean, You seem unaffected by all this madness. Dawn, arms trafficking. Addie, confusion. Dawn, joking. I make video games. Oh, nice! Dawn is a total nerd. We love. Still joking, right? Nope. I make and sell video games. All by myself, actually. Ooh, tell it. I mean, not a huge AAA titles or anything like that, but... You know, some teeny weeny indie games that managed to suck my whole time away? This is the coolest job ever! Yes. Tougher than it seems, especially when you're alone. I mean, yeah, if you're developing a video game on your own, it's gonna be tough. No, Snickers, don't leave me. Fine, leave me. I've been abandoned. Done, but who am I to complain? I do what I love. Yes, girl, do it. Eddie, I need some time to digest that. Addie, whoa. Yes, Addie, you have like the coolest dad ever. Ashley's a video game designer. Ooh, Bernard. Ghost of Bernard. Dawn's asking me what's the matter. I'm following a ghost. That's what's going on. I'm following a ghost. It's a young Bernard and Bernard's dad. Bernard, I won't be a part of this. What would you be a part of? What would you be a part of? What happened? Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. We're just hopping around. Come up here. Something. Oh, open door. Ooh. This is mine now. What am I doing with it? I have no idea. What did you say? Oh. Hold on. Bring it like right here and put it down. Okay. Ha ha ha. I brought it over. Earl. I keep wanting to say Ariel. Ariel? Ariel, that's his name now. Earl? Might just be Earl. I don't know, but I don't like him. He's a shark. See, what did you say? Bernard, I won't be a part of this. Dramatically sips his drink. Earl, look, son. I will say this once, and I will say this just because you clearly lack the facilities. Well, the faculties, sorry. Lack the faculties. Required to see the equation that we are all a part of. You, me, our grandfathers, their grandfathers, kings and beggars and savages. They were and all part of this equation. Since the very beginning. You were either the victor or the victim itself. Oh, that is not the kind of thinking I have. And believe me, the ones that you pity so much, and the ones you challenge your own father for, given the opportunity, they will tear you to pieces and suck you bone dry. I have been here since the start, but I'm installing new SSDs. Nice. dramatically sips his drink again. This is the first and last time we talk about such nonsense. You have children. You have a family. You look after your own. Just as I looked after mine. Wait. Don't make me feel disappointed for that, Bernard. Oh, you manipulative little jerk. You manipulative little jerk. Rude. Now, if you don't mind, I have a meeting with Senator Andrews. Wait, can I grab this? Nope, I cannot. Run! I went through the door. Miss Nunez. Thank you. It's the dude, Mr. Barnes. I'm already loving it. Hang on, my nose itches. Oh, Mr. Barnes was the horror. He's a ghost story author, and he wanted to buy a haunted manor, and they're claiming this place is haunted. I've seen ghosts, so I would guess it is haunted. Later, good as much as I said, the property is much more convenient than the ex-killer house. Shannon, welcome to the Mason, that's the last name. Mason Manor, Mr. Barnes. I've heard about you in your books. Macabre works of literature I collect. They are whatever you find them to the Huh, my allergies. Some kind of pet in this house? Oh no! Oh, there you are. Let us show you around, Mr. Barnes. Please follow us. I don't like the lawyer. I exist in this house. It is my house. I want to know. No! I don't get to know. Okay, fine. We're gonna go upstairs. Wait, do I not get to go upstairs either? Give some love. Oh. Whoops. Stretch. Oh. And sleep. And well, roll around, I guess. Hee hee. I totally didn't do that. Nope. Hi, folks. Mr. Barnes, the Lady of Charlotte? I'm impressed. It's a reproduction, though, says Shannon. Mr. Barnes, do I see a mammoth cave doubled there? Used to be in the Pre-Liam's times. A reproduction, you said. That's true, yet a very good one. I can see that. Hello, friend. I see your late father has some taste in liquor. I wish we could have said the same about his property investments. Okay, well, you all are talking about random stuff in this house. I'm gonna attempt to figure out what it is I have to do here. Up. Nope. Down. Up. Ooh, can I mess with the curtain? I cannot. We hop down. Can I deal with your stuff? Meow! There we go. Shannon, Aspen! Not now! Let me out! Pay attention to me! Mr. Prince, can you take the cat out? I'm gonna get kicked out. Go away, you furry algae-inducing cretin. Rude. Can I go with Dawn? Dawn loves me. Ha ha ha. Heh. I will make them think this house is haunted. Okay, so I can be here and scratch at the window.
Huh?
Mr. Barnes, what was that? Nothing, I guess. What was that screeching? I heard that screech again! Ha ha ha. Like the piercing wails of a banshee coming from the beyond. Something inhabits this house. I can feel it. It's just a cat. Shannon's gonna ruin it. Aspen, stop this indecency right now. It's just our cat. It's getting cold in here. Let me grab my coat. Oh no! Hi everyone, I'm gonna follow you. I may or may not have laid all over the dude's coat. It is most definitely not covered in cat hair. Mr. Barnes? Says Shannon, all concerned. Are you okay? Allergies, allergy shock. This is an emergency. I got to go. Shannon, what the heck just happened? Oh, Bernard! Why do you look so dejected? Why do you look so dejected, Bernard? I will follow you. Come here. Wait, puddle! Lick from the puddle. Okay, we're good. Oh, you went through the door. How am I supposed to get through the door? Paddle! Open door! Will, Commander in Special Office. Okay, so Will is... we eat scorpions and kiss vultures. Commander Special Ops Forces stuff, man. I'm gonna take it. It's mine now. Gib. Gib. It's mine now. I want out. Haha, Major Will never leaves a man behind. Give me that. Wait, no, I wanted that. I wanted that. Put it down, kid. Mine. Mine now. It's mine now. Wait. I know I can turn on hints. Okay, so apparently I need to get down and hide. Oh, I need to get there before him, hide, so that he thinks I went outside. I think. 'Cause I'm trying to follow Bernard. Bernard was a good human. Okay, child, put it down. Mine. Kib. Ha ha ha, I have hidden. Where are you, foul beast? Thank you. Thank you for opening the door. Addie, I'm coming, Dad. What are you doing over there, dummy? Huff, kitty, huff, puff, took, huff, my, huff, soldier, puff! Ah! That cat is more evolved than you are, that's for sure. Oof! Let's just compliment the cat and insult the boy at the same time. Let's go. Come on now, follow me. We're going for a reception? What's that? A boredom simulator. What? Bernard! I'm here, Bernard! Oh. Hippie parties. Frank, what is it? Huh? Says Bernard. What's with you, Bernard? You really want to know? Me? Forget about me. Sometimes it's you who needs to tell. It's a wild party, I will admit. Bernard, I can't be here, Frank. Not anymore. In the beginning, I thought I had found the right kind of people. A community of free thinkers, visionaries. Now, mind you, I'm pretty sure Bernard has done drugs. Free thinking with the drugs. A family that I could choose. But after all this time, I can't help but feel like I'm still hanging in the fraternity ward. All while the calamities of the world are devouring people piece by piece. I am just watching. Frank, to endure oneself may be the hardest task in the universe, my friend. Amen to that. Bernard, you bet, man. You bet. Bernard goes through the door. I cannot follow him. But we still have a party out here. Ooh. Hip. Oh my gosh. That's just. Okay, I've got to unzip my jacket. I'm too warm. Okay. This hippie is that teeny worm is the. Oh my. He's on something. I mean. Psycho bin in his system. I would definitely say so. This guy is like tripping out on all sorts of stuff, saying a worm is the key to the universe. No. What is right here? I am digging a hole. I am digging a hole. Hey now. Oh. going to dig here now. Digging a hole. Not that hole. What kind of what? I don't know what that means. I think this is a bigger hole. Ha ha ha. Rugs? I'm not sure what you mean by rugs. Oh, what kind of drugs? I'm pretty sure LSDs, because the guy was tripping out on a worm being a key to the universe, but I have no idea what drugs. Oh, Liam. What are you looking for, Thomas? A worm, Liam. I need it for a merit badge. Is Thomas the son of Bernard and would have been the elder brother of Liam and Shannon? Is that really what it would have been? I was thinking Thomas was a brother to Bernard, but if he's really a brother to Liam, this changes things. This changes things. Liam. Oh. The last one, actually. Insect study. I don't know why you would want to study insects like that, but okay. That should be a young Shannon coming this way. Tommy. It is. I'm worried. What are we worried about? Oh. Who's that? Dad never leaves his room anymore. I know, Shane. Shane. What makes him like that? That I don't know. But don't worry, Shane. Father will be all right. Shannon. Won't you do something about it? Me? Thomas says me. I don't know what I can do. You'll find a way. Where did this nice Shannon go? This uplifting girl, where did she go? Hello, Anger. Earl's new name is pronounced ill like the weasel owl. Let me in! Yo, Shannon. What is with you? You guys have a dinner party you're going to? Because you're all dressed fancy and you have a bow tie on a child. Children this tiny do not necessarily need a bow tie. Addie, what is this reception? Do we really have to attend? Considering this is for the memory of your grandfather, I think the answer is obvious. Grandfather must be famous around here. Doctor, the Mason family did a lot for Hartford, and the city remembers, son. Looking sharp, Liam. Oh, Weasley's from Harry Potter. Okay. So... yeah. Here's Dawn, our favorite. How could somebody wear the same outfit both for a wake and a funeral? Shh. Dr. Carmel's trying to shush his wife. And a reception? Dawn, do you think I'm hearing impaired or something, Shannon? And this is different. I dropped the checkered print. She did drop the checkered print. It's a plain red shirt. Liam, stop drinking. Pretty sure this is Liam's wife who just showed up. Doctor, this must be our ride. What can I discover while y'all are gone? Because I very much doubt I'm going to this reception. Hattie, let me get a selfie. Click. Aspen, don't be scared, okay? There's really no such things as ghosts. I have been seeing ghosts this whole time, so I don't know what you're talking about. Although I think it's less of ghosts and more of memories of the place. Addie, or is there? Yes, Addie, that is the right response. Or is there ghosts? Is it this way? Nope, it is not this way. Wait, can I drink from Puddle? Puddle! Thank you. Thank you for Puddle. I think it's upstairs. I'm just checking. Checking all the downstairs areas that I can get to. Oh, we jumped up. Jump back down. Jump back down! Yeah, we have to go upstairs. Okay. Into the main area. And we go up here. There we go. I have 2 doors open. I have multiple doors open. I'm gonna go investigate. We're gonna start with this door. Anything special going on here? Ooh. What does this say? Transfer certificate of title. It is hereby certified that certain land and properties of Inyo Country, state of California, boundary descriptions following a parcel of land situated in Soap Pipe Wells, Death Valley, Providence of Inyo County, state of California, considered of 80 square miles, is registered in accordance with the Providence deed of the name Baron Mason, legal age American, married to Lorraine Mason, resident of Connecticut. Okay, so this is the deed. Okay, so I found the deed. Anything else? Nope. Okay, we did that door. I'm pretty sure this is where I have to go, is up big stairs. But I don't want to yet if I don't have to. Because there's a couple of the doors that are open. We're going to see what I can learn from these other doors. This door. What is this door? Oh, this is where the painting... Oh, right. Paintings are... I'm walking through gunk. My paws are dirty. It's grass. Okay. I am now leaving a trail. Earl, do you have any idea how embarrassing this is? For you? For the family? It has been weeks. Bernard, open the door. Oh. Don't make me break it down. Open door! I am magic! Bernard, I'm done. Earl, ... Well, okay, so Bernard is hugging his father. I'm done fighting. Oh, he's done fighting, that's what he's done. I know what must be done. Excuse me? What must be done? Ooh, what's this paper? Oh. Leaving the material sheath behind us, we shall pass... Wait, we shall walk the boundaries of endless fields of Aru, unburnt by the endless flames of vanity. We shall find the carven path. Released from the illusions of the upstarts, we shall taste the everlasting peace. Bearing our breasts to the ballad of contempt, we shall find our rightful place among kin. Cleansed of the specters of regret, we shall replace this tyranny with guiding light. In the end, we shall become all that we created. Again, I've said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm pretty sure Bernard was into some Egyptian cult thing. Because this is an Egyptian tablet that's saying this. And I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this was Bernard's stuff. I very much doubt this would be his father's thing. What's the stuff? Oh, it's like the cigars and everything. Okay. Down we go. Okay. Welp. I'm gonna follow Bernard's father. There's Miss Nunez. Nunez, why are these people here? What are they doing in the library? Ooh, in the library. I wouldn't know, Mr. Mason. Man, I look like I understand agricultural society, organic architecture, even what? But mythology? We need to have a story. Our own story. Okay. Oh, performing arts. That was the last thing. Of course the kitty can read. Woman. Deathlight, are you sure about this, Bernard? There's a reason this place was named as such. We don't have unlimited funds, Kathy. We need to keep this within my company's accounts. Besides, if it works there, it works everywhere. Oh, that's talking about the deed. I kind of came in here earlier. Right, the deed. Yes. As we look at it, it's the deed. Hop down, cat. Okay, so that's talking about those. Bernard is waiting for us in the dining hall. Okay, so I need to go down to the dining hall, I think. So this is Bernard getting that property that seemed to be in the middle of nowhere. There we go. Man. Yes, with my client, I can prove the transfer of the accommodation expense of our guests. Oh. What plans are this? Project Aru, Agricultural Tropical Installment Plan. Shane Stone, Aspen Fields Alpha, Aspen Fields Beta, Greenhouse Omega, the Temple, Habitat 1, and Habitat 2. I feel special. There is a place named after me. Or a previous Aspen. Because all the cats... Oh, this is why the cat has always been named Aspen. He's trying to integrate all of that there. Okay. Aspen Center for the Homeless. Okay, so... Ladies and gentlemen, with the utmost pride I hereby announce that we are just a month away from field operations of Project Aru. Oh, Bernard was close. We're finally going there. Is this really happening? This sounds totally insane, but yeah, construction's actually starting. Ooh, nice. To Aru then. Everyone agrees to Aru. Follow me to the Grand Hall. Okay. The induction series back. I remember when we saw the whole cult thing going on. There was a whole cult thing going on. I was Bernard and his group for Aru. Ooh, letter. A ghost's ghastly letter. What does it say? Dear Outsider, I address this to you by that title not only because I proudly identify myself as one, but also I simply believe that it is a privilege to be the outsider, rather than a burden as society often dictates. Let me be clear on one thing. This is not a joke. This is not a scam. This is neither to ridicule nor to take away the last bit of your dignity. This is indeed an invitation to a place called Aru. A place that I built that does not belong to me. It belongs to all the madmen with visions beyond their time, to all the hopeless, the desperate, and the unwanted, to all the rascals and the scoundrels of this cruel world's bent and twisted will. Finally, my dear outsider, you have a place where you will not be chained by the notation of money, where your children will be educated equally and properly, where you will not be crushed by any forms of hierarchy. It is an honor to invite you to the next stage of your life. I invite you to leave the world as you know it and walk the boundless fields of Aru with us. P.S. The bus schedule can be found inside this very envelope that contains this invitation. Okay, so this guy was legit trying to make like a compound thingamajigger of all things. Okay. Okay. $20,000 southeast wind of those aspen trees. An aspen tree goes really fast and thrives even in bare soil. It's very history, it loves sunshine like British tourists. Besides the ability to clone itself by rooting saplings. Okay, so they're just talking about the tree. Lorraine, I will find you whichever hole you run into. For this. Lorraine? You sacrificed him for this? I will find you. Oh, Lorraine is, of course, deranged still. You cannot hear me, lady. Are you fleeing to your pathetic secret project again? I will get you soon. A city of the dead? I will find you.
Huh?
I can hear you. I'm not here. Are you fleeing to your secret project? Okay. No, I'm not. I am hiding in the shadows. Again, the occult stuff. Bernard stands before his people. Bernard, before we begin, I have an announcement to make. Ooh, an announcement? What sort of announcement, Bernard? I have to announce that these people who I'm proudly facing today are in fact the most talented, driven, inspired, and hardworking group of people that have ever walked the face of the earth. Cheers all around. Mike, our geologist over there, has made sure we've chosen the perfect spot for all our needs, from the soil adaptation to seismic safety. Our agriculture engineer, Linda, picked the most adept and resilient crops to raise, while Link perfected housing and integration. But let's cut this short, shall we? The truth is, I will be indebted to each of you for my entire life for becoming part of this feverish dream, and putting your hearts and souls into the many, many months. As we speak, materials and workers are being transported to location on a daily basis. And we are finally beginning the construction of the Aru commune. Yep. I don't know half of you as well as I should, and I like less than half of you as well as you deserve. Star, are you saying you don't like people? That's fine. You don't have to like people. Bernard, we can now progress with the ceremony. Ooh. See, I know it's a reference, but I have a feeling Star's still trying to say he doesn't like people. Bernard, leaving the material sheath behind us, we shall walk the boundless fields of Aru. Row the ferryman, that's a crowd. Oh, we did this before. Unbinding by the blinding flames of vanity, we shall find the carven path. Rose the ferryman. My dear friends, y'all started a whole cult. An entire cult of things. Ghosty? I'm gonna come outside now. There was a ghost of sorts. Hey, it was Thomas, the kid. Lorraine, what? You want us to come over there? To this romantic utopia of yours? Do you think we're some luggage you can carry around? We are your family, for goodness sake. I'm doing this for all of us, says Bernard. Most of all, for our children, Lorraine. To be able to build a fresh future for them. A future untainted by neither guilt nor greed nor oppression. To leave behind a legacy that they would not shun but proudly embrace. Lorraine, Bernard, through our marriage, every once in a while I find myself wondering about something. Finally, I know the answer. You are crazy. I mean, Lorraine, I don't think you're wrong. I'm pretty sure Bernard is crazy. So be it, says Bernard. Is Bernard just gonna leave his family? You won't be hearing from me for a while. Oh, he totally is. And you will not know my whereabouts. I can't let Father interfere, not while we're this close. Lorraine, I want a divorce, you hear me? Kiss the children goodbye for me. Oh, you just walked out on your kids. You just walked out. Rude. I love them with all my heart. Okay, sure. I want a freaking divorce, Bernard. Everything will be different when I retain Laurie. Laurie. Everything will be different. Everything will be so different. I have hypothesis. I think his group actually worked. But Bernard's father intervened and made it not work. Hypothesis. Oh boy. All of the windows were shut. Okay, there's an opening. Wait, go back here. I pick up toy. I have toy. Why do I need toy? I have the toy. It is my toy now. Liam. Oh, whoa, whoa. Is that a hat with a tail, Tommy? Mama. Oh, Mommy. Mommy, Mama. What else did Dad send us? Okay, so the dude, even though... wow. Left his family, he did try to send gifts. There's Shannon and Liam. Okay. Do I need to do more in this room, or do I need to leave this room? I don't think I can do more in this room. Okay. I feel like there's more to do in that room. It's just a gut feeling. If I put this toy down near you, does it do anything? Yes. You get to play with the toy. Be happy, child. Oh, I think I have to find what was given to them. I have to find the different things that were given to each child. Liam got a toy. Let me check in here, see if there's anything else I can grab. What is this? Department of Hematology at St. John's Hospital. Date January 6, 2006. Order ID, a big number. Extremely low platelet count. Urgent specialist consultant required. I think this is for... yeah, this is for Murphy. Apparently Murphy's in need of medical help. Okay. I need to find presents for everybody. So I got Liam. Okay. I'm gonna go look around the house. If I go this way... no, maybe? If I go up, does it tell me anything? No, back down. Wait, Puddle! Drink from Puddle. Ooh, what's in this door? Aw, Miss Nunez. Such a hard-working lady. Aspen, I'm worn to the bone, Gato. We love you, Miss Nunez. Ooh, this looks like a thing. Pot it again. I want it. I want the thing. Meow. 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 Aspen? Follow me. I need a thing. I need a thing. Aspen, what is it? Meow. I want it. I want it. Will, you little bandito. These toys are older than you are. Oh. You want to lose them all? I want them. So I can figure out what's going on here. Wait, I can hop up here. Miss Nunez, I'm going to take the toy. It is my toy now. My toy! Thank you. We'll go back in here. Does it go to you? Or does it go to you? Oh, it goes to Shannon. Oh, it went with the little house. How cute. What did we get Tommy? Yeah, better not get cut with a low platelet count. We're gonna drink from the puddle again. Puddle! Okay. Anything else in this area that I should grab? I have sneaky suspicion that the last thing is in that other area. That Tommy's presence in here. But I just don't know where. Tommy, where's your present? If I drag my mouse everywhere across the screen, I might be able to find what I can interact with. Okay, there's that. Hopping down. Okay, so Liam got the toy truck. Shannon got the dollhouse. Oh, the hat!
Huh?
Tommy got the hat. Oh, we're gonna go back to Earl and Lorraine. Earl, it sure as hell snowed hard this year. Ah, worse than 44. I tell you. Scratch Murphy, he'll bleed out. I kind of am tempted to. Sending trinkets while he dares not be home on Christmas. I'll disinherit the boy, you'll see. We'll call the lawyers right after the holiday. Earl. Before he turned back to leave, I looked at him one last time. And there was something in his eyes. A resolution that I have never seen before. Let's forget about my forsaken son for a while and have a proper Christmas dinner, shall we? It's very cold here in the other world. I despise it. Ooh, Tommy. Tommy. Mustard seed. How can one person be so operative about mustard seeds? It's just a damn canapé, man. Eat it or don't, that's all. Why are you talking about mustard seeds? Huh? You must be new around here. This house has seen Masons fight over much more ridiculous topics in the past. Oh yeah, Tommy went missing long ago. I'm trying to figure out what happened to Tommy. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's Winter because Winter's fighting. The Winter spirits are fighting again. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Sure, yeah, it could be a Wizard of Ice Elemental, of the Ice Elemental variation, but I'm pretty sure it's Winter spirits. Shannon, like you have had enough. Yes, Liam, please stop drinking. You are swaying. Liam, mind your own business. Oh, the Wendigos are only the worst of the winter spirits. There are some more docile ones. I like those ones. I don't like Wendigos. Shannon, you know what? I'd really love you to do that. Wait, what would you love him do? If my little brother stopped being such a loser, huh? Says the drunkard. Oh my gosh. Dude, Liam, why are you so drunk? Shannon is concerned. Say it, come on! Stop antagonizing people when you're drunk. Why? Stop now. Say it. It's an iffy word. See, this is why I don't drink. This is why. I'm bad enough on caffeine. I'm scared. Why would I? It's a horror game. Why? Okay, fine, maybe. Wendigos! Shannon, hey, I wasn't going to say that. Liam, does it matter, Shane? Does it really matter when all you do is imply that in every effing way? John, everybody watch out. Mr. Hyde is back in town. Oh. Shan. You shut your trap, Dawn. Stop being mean to Dawn. Liam, all I'm saying is... Did I make all these sacrifices so you can go on a binge whenever you want? Yes, someone received, we played on Steam, recommend. Oh boy. Liam. Oh, here it comes. That's not even a word, that's sounds. Shannon, don't you think it's time to reconsider this artsy acting interest of yours and... interest? I gave my whole freaking life to that interest. Farah, Liam, you're shaming us. Hey, Shan, don't you think it's time to reconsider being such a cruel bee? Tell her. Tell her. Shannon, what? What did you say to me? Oh, she's angry. Doctor, Shannon, he's too drunk. Forget about it. Don't just say I'm fighting for something. Fighting for my vision. I'm pretty sure Liam was a lot like Bernard in that. From what I understand, people, because wendigos go by eating in the winter, they gain an undying hunger for humans. From what I understand, people become wendigos from eating someone in winter. I'm pretty sure that's how wendigos go. But I don't know. It depends on the lore. It depends on who's telling the story. Shannon, vision? You think you got a vision? Like Dad. Leo, let me tell you about your vision. You are an effing 40? You are effing 40 and you have a baby boy whose mother is this close to getting kicked out of the country. Oh. Oh. Well, you're making an absolutely no money in pursuing of your damn hobby for which your overall talent can barely compete with the random kid performing in a high school play. Oh, the tea is being spilled. The drama. I live for this. Oh wait, no, cat, don't leave me. So don't you effing tell me about your vision. Liam just hit his wife. Doctor, when did you turn into this? Shannon, this is not a good time to be here, my sweethearts. Meow. Oh, what is it, Aspen? Perhaps it wants to play? Take the cat and look after your brother, all right? I'll join you shortly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's something very much wrong with this family. The only sane person is Dawn. Shannon has her problems. But Shannon's not that bad. Abby, I'm at the final level. There's a big guy called Paladin Lord Talon that wipes out all my minions with his divine missiles. He has beaten me 1,000 times. Ugh. Shall we give another try? Oh no. Ugh. So, from what I'm understanding, Shannon is trying. She's just a jerk. But I'm starting to understand that her and Liam are a product of their raising. Dad is absent. Mom doesn't know what to do. Grandpa! I wouldn't be surprised if Grandpa groomed Shannon to take over the business because he disinherited his own son. Oh, look, a door. Ooh, what's this? Oh, matter of the rank is sold from beyond the grave. Your loved ones are never really gone. Right, because Lorraine is kind of crazy. Bernard? Did you put your hat down? Where'd Bernard? Wait, Murray? Murray, why'd you put your hat down on Bernard's bed? Why did you do that? Just wait. Just take your hands off me. Okay, if I go in here for a tiny bit. Oh. The kids got really terrified. It's Shannon, the good doctor, talking. I should have seen that coming. Doctor, don't be harsh on yourself, honey. He was already drunk as a fiddler when we got there. Oh, he started drunk and he got worse. Except we've seen Murray and Liam at the same time, so I very much doubt they're two separate people. How dare he behave like that around my kids? I mean, yes, I do say how dare you act like that, Liam. Children come first. Doctor, that's right. Shannon, are you listening to me? Doctor, of course. He's not on the right course, that's for sure. Shannon, oh. So are we? Whatever. You deal with this tomorrow and I'll deal with Adeline's vacation. What's wrong with her going on for a vacation? Oh, nothing. Ah, yes. Well, for those listening, we have seen Murray and Liam at the same time. It's not me, it's Beth. Oh, wait. Wait, Beth is the friend, right? Doctor, Beth? What do you mean? Shannon, I don't know. She's somehow avoiding Adeline. Beth's in college now, and she's probably going through a lot in her own life. You know, art school in California. Doctor, I see. Wait. Who's Beth? Lorraine, have you moved so I can go find Murray? Oh, we have to go downstairs. Down the stairs we go. Go this way. Great. I want it. I want it. Move for move. Haha, I have a hole. I have an air duct. Let's go! Whoa, there's trash here? Is that like a voodoo doll? Whoa! Oh! Wait! Wait! Wait. I'm supposed to like shake back and forth, right? Yes. Murray is trying to catch me! I don't like that. Fern, I don't understand how this could happen. I'm coming out of this tunnel because Murray's trying to catch me. Dawn, you little. You're artists, two gentle souls. How could we become so dangerous to each other? As far as I could see, there's only one dangerous person in the room. Yeah, Dawn, you tell her. Her spouse is a little... We're supposed to have each other's back. Look after one another. Oh, Ghost Liam, let's go. Liam. Hi, Mr. Kaplan. It's good that you called. Actually, I had some questions concerning the background of my character. Of course I know there's some obvious things about Alexander, but some details still vague me. Like, was he married in his past, or does he have an... Excuse me? I think Liam just lost the role. What do you mean? What? Dad, hey, I'm in the middle of something here. Yeah, because old Bernard has just showed up. It's important. Oh, bye, mouse. But I thought we had a deal and... Sir, I know that we did not sign anything did not sign yet, but I was assured that... Yeah, he lost the role. I see. I see. This is where the drinking and the disappointment started. Oh, I'm a tired cat. I've been running around all day. Ugh. I've been running. So, I don't know what Murray's into, but apparently he has like some sort of doll thing hidden in the air duct. Same with the trash. How the ducky got in there, I don't know. When you said character, I thought tabletop roleplay. Yeah, okay, wait. Where do I sleep? Where do I sleep? I don't know. Do I go over here? No, down the stairs. I'm a tired kitty. I want some sleep. If I go back in there, what happens? Oh, if I go back in, I just go upstairs. I have a shortcut now. Up to the fireplace. My bed. I'm gonna curl up and sleep. Curl up. I don't know what's up with Murphy. Murphy's weird. He's a weird guy. Something has arisen me. Scratch off frustration on this couch. What has arisen me? Something upstairs. Something upstairs. No, the grate has been fixed. Ha! Doctor? What's going on in this room? Is that Liam passed out on the bed, or is that just his clothes? I can't tell. I think that's just his clothes. Liam. Being drunk. Aha. Okay, so I have to go through this door. I have to go through the door, and then I have to come over here. Oh, he threw up everywhere. We're gonna go here. I'm scared to go in the bathroom. I think Liam just killed himself. We're moving away from that scene. What? What? Suicide warning? I think I have to go investigate. But, meow. Oh. Yeah. Okay, he's alive. He's alive. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can help him. We're gonna push your knife thingy this way, away from you, my dude. You're having issues. You need help. There we go. If I push that under the door. go up. Going to leave your room. I'm gonna go back in here. Yes, very much an oh no situation. I'm gonna come over here. Okay. Doctor! Doctor! You're a doctor. Meow! Aspen, I need my dose of nicotine. No. No. Especially tonight. No, no, no. I need your attention. I need your attention. Not now. No, I'm gonna... You're not in the mood. Doctor! This dude needs help. Your brother-in-law needs help. I'm trying to help him. Meow. Not now. Guess what? I don't care if you don't think not now. Up. Okay. I don't... Okay, I can't get your attention. Do I have to go back to the other room? I don't want to. Meow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can play with this dagger. The razor blade. Actually, yeah, it's more of a razor blade than a dagger. Okay, it's stuck in the ground. I just need him to come over here. But I can't. Okay, I don't want to go back into the bathroom. I just... Okay, is there anything else I can do in that room to help Liam? Because Liam needs some help. Liam, I'm trying to help you. Is there anything else I can grab in this room to help you out? Oh. Grabbed a knife. Like, if... Oh. It's stuck on my paw. It's stuck on my paw. Stuck on my paw. Let go! Okay, Do you live, child? No. Okay. I think I just hadn't gotten that cutscene yet, is really what it was. Okay. I think I just needed that cutscene. It bonks. Yo. Meow. Not now. What do you mean not now? Can I grab your cigarette and make you chase me? No. Meow. I know, okay, I know this thing was moving slightly when I bonked it, but it seems like it's fairly stuck in the ground now. I'm trying to help Liam. He needs help. He's a fun uncle. It gets slower each time? Does it? It looks like it gets lower each time. I don't see it getting lower. Like I'm trying to bonk this razor blade and it's... Oh, it's stuck. Could you bring that rag inside? If I can bring a rag covered in blood, I might be able to get his attention. Okay, because there's nothing else I can interact with. I think I have to go back to the bathroom. Okay, back to the bathroom. Hop down. You okay? Okay, he still lives. Oh, I see. I see. Haha. Let me just get something on my paws and go running after the good doctor. Good doctor. Good doctor. Meow. Not now. Are you hurt? Did you step on something, Aspen? This way! This way! I have blood on my paws. Help him. Nunez! Open this door! Yes, help him! Okay. Okay, we're gonna help. Senor Liam! Yep. Oh, Dios. Liam. Hey, Nunez, shh, look at me. Calm down. We'll have to do this now, and I need you. It's a good thing he's a doctor. Close that door now. The last thing we need is mass hysteria in the house. Alright, help me take him out of there. Slowly. Take out all the cleaning tools. Towels. I hope we don't need a tourniquet. Alright, lift his arm now. Hey, higher, above the heart. Okay. Now hold on to this and press firmly. Okay. So while those two are trying to help Liam, because Liam needs some help, I see Tiny Tommy here. We're gonna follow Tommy. Why is Tommy sneaking? Is Tommy gonna go see his dad? Is that what Tommy's trying to do? Or where's Tommy going? Going in here? Yes, you're going in this room. Hello, particles. Oh. Oh, he's packing a bag. And then he leaves the room. Puts on his hat that his dad got him. As he leaves. I think Tommy ran off. I think Tommy ran away to go see his dad because his dad was doing the whole stick with Aru. Ties a knot. Grab something, tied a knot. Oh. Out the window. On a tree? What? What is this? Okay. Let me go up here. Let me look. Let me look. I'm looking. Okay, the kid climbed down. That was not a noose. Oh. He lost his hat. He left his hat on the fence, on the railing there. Okay. I can't do anything about that. I can paw at it, but that's not something I can do. Okay, I need to go downstairs. I need to go outside. Outside? If I go into that room. The window's open. Let's go. Okay. We're gonna follow Tommy. Tommy scaled the fence. he walked away. Tommy left the house to go be with his dad. With what just happened, I was afraid it was definitely noose. I'm glad it was just Tommy escaping. Ah! No nooses, please. But Tommy did leave. Okay, so Tommy left. He was like, then never seen her. Oh, he... Since it was snowing, no one could follow his footsteps. No one could follow Tommy. We're in the last chapter. All that we created. There's so much going on. November 19th, 2010. Hartford, California. Here's Liam. He's back. Tough night, huh? You take it easy now, Liam. Feeling better after the serum? Good, good. Liam is nodding to the doctor. Liam, can we keep this... Doctor, this is between us, Liam. And look, I guess you're in a dark place and we probably have all kinds of reason. But I've seen how your wife looks at you. And it's unbelievable. And the thing is, she's still like that. I don't know what they're talking about. Despite all your efforts to ruin your relationship. Don't F this up, Liam. Oh, the doctor's trying to tell... is trying to tell Liam that despite him trying to ruin his relationship with his wife, she still looks at him with love. Hippa strikes again? Why does Hippa strikes again? Wait, why does Hippa strike again? Cat, you're also falling. My cat is falling. Believe me, this is a message from a darker future. Can't tell anyone about it. Oh yeah, yeah. Liam Carmichael. Thanks, man. Okay, the doctor's starting to grow on me. He's like, don't mention it. Oh, there I am. Bernard and Lorraine. It's the younger Bernard, younger Delane. Lorraine, what a project, huh? A stillborn city in the middle of nowhere. A city for the dead. You sacrificed my boy for that, Bernard, for that place. I did not sacrifice our son, Lorraine. You did! This is your fault! He came after you. I was right. Tommy went after his dad. Searching for his reckless father. You will find him, you hear me? You will find my son, Bernard Mason. I don't care what you do, where you go, who you bribe, or who you kill. You will find my son and you will bring him back to me. Whoa. Big stretch. Big stretch. Okay. So I was totally right. Tommy did go after his dad and probably died in the process. Is there something up here I can investigate or no? Into the kitchen we go. Aspen, you startled me. Oh, he was looking at his scratch, his cuts. Love. We love you, Liam. Someone seems to have missed me. Yes. Lorraine? My little boy. Did you fall again? Aw, Lorraine is such a caring mother. Liam, Mom? Oh, a hug. Shh, it's alright, my little Liam. Everything's going to be all right. She can tell her son's upset. And despite her dementia, I think is what it is, she still cares for her kid. Can appreciate. Oh, yay! You've opened a window for me. Allow me to escape into the outside world. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere. Okay, it's not over here. Okay, we're going this way. The story continues with whatever Bernard did to try to find Liam. Also, when did Dawn come in? Because again, I'm pretty sure Dawn was brought in after Tommy disappeared. Could Dawn have been like a replacement child? That's rude. We jumped out a window. Yep. Oh, it's that. Oh, hairball. Hairball! Hairball! There we go. Thank you. Oh, there's someone there. Who's there? Oh, it's ghosties. Yes. Bernard, when I say I'm hiring all your available detectives, I mean all of them. Now you leave the expenses to me and you put your men to work. It's his, Bernard. He's pacing back and forth. His child is missing. Who are these two men? Really, just tell me the location. Morgantown, near the railroad, in the direction of Boston. Got it. Yes, yes, you'll get the full reward. Let's just hope that it was my son you saw. Leave for this Morgantown immediately. Okay, so his two guys are leaving. Bernard, he should have been wearing a brown scout jacket. I repeat, a brown scout jacket. No, 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 not blue, not green, a brown scout jacket. Forget it. I'll send somebody anyway. They'll contact you shortly. Bernard, hello? Mr. Sawyer, I was waiting for your call. No, not him, but you told me the account was pretty accurate. You confirmed this personally? I see. How can a kid be in 3 different locations at the same time? It's because when reward money's involved, suddenly everybody's seeing the kid. And you sure this is the right... And you sure you've seen the right poster? Where did you get this number, sir? Hey. He's becoming more and more haggard. Yes, yes, he was around that age. And you saw him where? No, I don't think he's been abducted by aliens. Oh. Oh, you poor parent. You poor parent. It's Carl! Carl! Bernard, maybe you should rest a bit. Bernard, yes? Hello? Hello? I said effing hello? Is this Murray? Bernard, who is it? Man, like I said on the phone, I found your boy. Do you think I'd ask... Do you think I'd ask that particular question if it was my son? You sure first the description to me. Kid, I'm Thomas Mason. Please leave this house immediately. Hey, I paid for 2 tickets all the way up here and I brought the kid lunch. I said leave the house. Oh, I think this is Murray. Or Murphy. Murphy brought a look like, I want my compensation, says the man. Man? Bernard, let me show you your compensation. Oh, Bernard got angry at the dude. Bernard got super angry at the dude. So, Bernard spent weeks trying to find his kid. But he couldn't. He has a plant. Okay. I'm starting to think Dawn might have been the replacement child. As terrible as that sounds. Meow! Let me in. Shan is asleep. Meow! Shh. Aspens, shush! Meow! Alright, come in before you wake the whole house. Thank you! Thank you. Can I give you some love, sir? It's your phone. No, no. Shannon Jonathan? I knocked his phone over. Where have you been? Doctor, huh? I was, having a talk with Liam. Shane? I was a good man. I was a good man until I stopped trying. Doctor, what do you mean you stopped trying? I am sorry for everything. I'm sorry. I know I disappointed you. And there's no turning back. I see that in your eyes every day. Are you having an affair with this Beth? Is that what's going on? No need to delay this any further. No need to wait until we started hating each other. This should end. Doctor, what do you mean? What do you mean this should end? I mean, you're a disgrace of a wife. Can't keep a man at your home. I respected him. And he chose that barren land over you. Okay, so Lorraine sent a can't keep your family together. I gave them love. Lorraine's kind of having a conversation with herself. They're all falling apart. What a caring mother. Where's Thomas? Where is my son? So basically, present day Lorraine versus Lorraine of the past in her own head. Oh! Voice. Sorry to bother you, Miss Mason, but it's crucial we had to talk with you. Okay, so we're seeing another past thing. Let's go. We are the state police. We, the state police, Federal Bureau, hired professionals, volunteers, everyone. All parties did everything they could to locate your son, Miss Mason. Night and day, month after month. Oh, it's been months. Month after month. Yeah, heck of a thing to wake up to. I'm pretty sure the doctor's gonna divorce his wife because they just don't want to hate each other. He doesn't want to hate them. He wants to end on better terms. Okay, so the voice, and we continue to do so, rest assured, but at this point, we strongly suggest you focus on your surviving family members and continue with your life until we get in touch with you. Oh. Oh no. Voice, Miss Mason? Miss Mason is freaking out. Oh, she's gonna contact the medium. Yep, this is when she cracked. Hello, is this Madame Lorraine's psychic counseling? Lorraine. Oh, right now Lorraine is cracked again. She can't decide if she's in the past or the present. I think. I have to make a phone call. Okay. We're gonna come hide behind here. My Thomas is there somewhere. Madam will help me. Get your hands off. She's saying get your hands off me to a glove. I'll call whoever I want. And how dare you ridicule the madam like that? Were you able to find my son? Watch out. Oh, wait. No, wait. I was supposed to take that. Hang on. Let me try this again. I know what I'm doing. The glove is going to hit you. You're gonna go up here. We're gonna come up here. You're gonna yell at the glove like it's a person. I'm gonna make it fall over. She's gonna put it down. I'm gonna come grab it, hop down, and leave! The lady's chasing me! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Oh, I dropped it. It's gonna go into the fire. No! Madam was my last chance. I'm pretty sure Madam was your last chance a couple decades ago. What will I do now? What will I do? What will I do? Oh. Now what? This lady, she needs some help. Everyone in this family needs some help. Shannon, I give you loves. Oh, Aspen. Father's favorite. Oh, I was the favorite. Are you expecting a different greeting, Aspen? like me showing my claws? You think I'm incapable of love? Don't you think? No. I think you show love differently. I can't be tender to anybody. You were expecting me to show my claws, right? Or are you expecting a different greeting, Aspen? Wait, are we just repeating ourselves? Meow. I can't blame you. You know, I get too fed up with myself sometimes. Sometimes I can almost see the cracks spreading through the people I hurt. People I love. Yet, at the moment, I can't. And I can't stop myself. It's like I'm on autopilot to break things apart. You ever feel like that, Aspen? Meow. I give love. You need love, Shannon. I thought so. We're both felines, after all. I think Shannon. Yet when cat is favorite child, yes. I'm pretty sure Shannon is a product of this family. Because it was so messed up. And she didn't have good examples of love. She's trying her best, but she's failing miserably to show love. I am the mother cat trapped inside that painting, remember? I'll write this painting. You know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this place and all the memories and all the bad things that are attached to it. Mr. Stern? Is Mr. Bestseller interested in the house? Alright, we're selling. Mr. Stern, I have one condition, though. I want this to be over before we leave. I think Mr. Stern is the lawyer. You'll be granted a power of attorney and will handling the necessary procedures. Good. The rest is on you because I won't be returning to this place anytime soon. Okay, you do that, and I'll be calling the packing service I work with. Can you take me with? It's time to move on. Carl! He's shouting for Dawn. Dawn! Carl! Are you still shouting for Dawn? Okay, you go downstairs. Shannon has gone into one of the rooms. He is. Well, have you seen Dawn, my boy? Carl talking to Will. The necroant? She was in the small hall. Carl, we must find Dawn. I want either Shannon or Dawn to take me away from this place. Puddle! Lick. Thank you. Carl, that kills people. Carl, Dawn! Dawn, they're selling the house. I hear Shannon talking to that lawyer. Dawn, it's decided then. Carl, it's just that simple to bury the last memories of your father? Dawn, Carl, of course, but, Carl, he might not have put much effort into making you understand his legacy, but he does not deserve this. It has been 3 days. 3 days. Wow. There's a lot going on in 3 days. Dawn, I see Carl, but why did you come to me? I wish I could help, but why me? Carl, I don't know. Perhaps you strike me as a sensible one. Oh, oof. Dawn, Carl, let me learn what's going on with the house first, alright? Okay. Carl wants to hold on to the last vestiges of his friend. No respect for you, huh? He's talking to a painting of Bernard. Don't worry. I did not tell her how much I see in her. Or how much of you I see in her. Wait, is Dawn an affair child? Bernard Mason. In life, it was your vision that haunted me. And in death, it's your memory. Can't you leave me be? I came here to say goodbye to a dear, dear friend. But I realized that would be unfair. For once, I have to be courageous, Bernard. And tell the truth. So could this be a proper farewell? Whether you're aware of it or not. Goodbye, my love. What? Didn't I guess last time that Bernard might have been gay? Because he had told his father, I married the woman you wanted? What? I will come give you some love, Carl. Some love. Because you need some love. Oh my gosh. There's coughing. Why is there coughing? Why is there coughing? There's coughing. Oh, Bernard. Miss Nunez. Bernard, what are you doing here? Bernard, something is missing, Nunez. Let me help you. What are you looking for? I don't even know if I had it. I don't ever know if I had it. It's just a feeling. I think this is right before Bernard died. Nunez, can you help me set up that old projector of mine? Will, got you! I know what you're doing, kitty. What you're up to. What am I up to, Will? From now on, I, Will the paranormal investigator, will become your shadow. Oh, he thinks I'm finding ghosts. I kind of am. And uncover your hidden plan. The kid is following me. I know what you're watching. I'm not doing anything, Will. Oh, Kurt, yeah. I literally am, yes. I hop up here, anything? I know what's on your mind, kitty. Oh no, my cat tree is gone. Charlie, this is Shannon from the decorating office. Not now, Will. Okay, we're chasing the kitty. That's right, Charlie. Are they available today? Okay, so she's talking to people for, moving. I mean, we can see more than humans. There's Liam. Uncle Liam. Hmm? The cat has a secret plan. Okay, we gotta go in the other room. I would say right now I'm seeing less of ghosts and more of like memories of the past. Bernard. Where are you going, kitty? Kitty, kitty. I know what you're watching. Will, you gotta see this. Oh, wait. It's Grandma Lori. Ahem. I'm in the middle of investigation, Addie. Wait, investigation? Then do whatever you want, silly. I'm just gonna say silly because she did not say silly. Yo, what's going on with Grandma? I wanna know. I wanna know what's going on with Grandma.
Whoa.
Ton, whoa. This is new. Okay, so we have Dawn, Addie, Miss Nunez, Shannon, and Liam, and Lorraine all in the room. Lorraine's asleep on the couch, though.
Huh?
No. Shannon, what's wrong with Mother? What's going on? Oh, the doctor just showed up. I just put a blanket over her, Signora. She was like this when I found her. Is she sick, says Addie? Shannon. Jonathan, you're the doctor here. What's your medical opinion on this? My medical opinion is... she's sleeping like a baby. Never seen her like this. For years. Says Dawn. Miss Nunez. Short, unappeasing naps she takes every now and then, but nothing like this. Apparently she'd never naps. Was me destroying the thing which she needed? Liam, look at her. Ha, she looks so peaceful. Shannon, let's not wake her up then. We wouldn't want to spoil this little miracle. Sleep tight, Miss Mason. Oh, I can't do anything about her, so we're gonna just leave her be. Will, ha, got you! I said I'll be your shadow. Oh, Bernard! You think I'm stupid? I'm an investigator. Bernard? Meow. Oh, you think I'll fall for that again, kitty? No way. You let your secret friends open that for you. Oh. Hi, you missed, kitty. Okay, if I go this way... What are you trying to do? I'm trying to catch you, boy. I'm trying to get you to open the door. I'm watching you. Oh. Ugh. I'm hiding. I know where you are. I'm not there. I'm not hiding. I'm not there either. You got out, kitty? Yes, I did. I'm a ninja. This is paranormal. Thank you for opening the door, boy. Meow. Well, oh. Magical cat. You can't escape the investigator. Addie, did that cat make you open the door again? Yes, I did. Bernard. Oh. This is young Liam and young Bernard. Liam, Dad, we're almost finished with the treehouse. Do you really have to go? I do, son. I will go and build a very, very big treehouse, Liam. Biggest the world has ever seen. Oh, 'cause this is before he left to go to his little project. There will be hundreds of people living happily under its shadow. Liam, wow. Bernard, and when I return, we'll finish this treehouse. It'll be the coolest in the world has ever seen. Except you never did finish it. So we have Shannon and Addie. Addie is laughing at her phone. Addie is showing her mom how she's trying to reach out to her mom. Now they're both laughing. Aspen, you clown. Oh! It's a video of me. That's what it is. It's a video of me. Will, quit following Aspen. Will, but Kitty is seeing things, Mom! It's true, I am seeing things. Let the animal have some peace in her last days in this house. Wait, what will happen to the kitty? Yes, what will happen to the kitty? We'll sort it out. What does that mean? What does that mean you'll sort it out? What does that mean? It's the treehouse. It was never properly finished. Okay. Oh, hey! Liam is actually fixing this. Something that Murray was supposed to do forever ago. Oh, these are the movers. I've never moved a haunted house before. Do I have to go? This place looks like a chapel or something. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go through my tunnel. Bernard. Bernard, what are you doing? Bernard. I'm back for another recording of things that I hate in this house. Oh. May Nunez, forgive me for recording over another of her Chica Bon compilations because this will probably be the last. I guess this hobby of randomly ranting has just become another chore. Just another thing that I hate in this house. Which makes the hobby itself obsessive. Well, makes itself obsolete at best. So this time, I won't be telling you about the inhumane moisture levels of my study. Or the sinister calculating steps of height of the entry stairs, which I still believe is an insult to human anatomy, or the unbelievable low music standards of an individual called Bernard, yes. Whatever her first name is, Nunez. I don't know if that was hot glue. It might have been hot glue to fix the hole in the ceiling, but I don't know. Bernard. Not this time, because I don't know what else is left to. Besides my... Oh, here's Dawn. Dawn. Sorry, Bernard. Later. Bernard, Dawn. What problem did you have with Dawn? Let me tell you about Dawn then. Oh, we get to learn about Dawn. That said Mercedes, like the car. Okay. Okay, I need... I'm too short. It's a fly! I must get the fly. Haha. I must get the fly. Where's the fly? Yay! Haha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I have gotten the fly! No! There's my fly! My fly. My fly. 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 I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Gib! Ahaha! Oh. I knocked things over. Hey! About Dawn. August 3rd, 2010. How many times do I have to tell to fix this thing? Help me with this. I keep knocking things over. Dawn! Dawn? Where's Dawn? I want to give this to her. Let me listen! I want to know what the tea about Dawn is. Where did she come from? Dawn, is this really happening? If that's what you're asking about, right? We're talking to Liam's wife. Dawn, not me. And this fast? This is Shannon making up her mind, I guess. I better tidy up my stuff before they find themselves in a darn box. Wait! 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 Dawn! Where did she go? Where did she go? God, no, yep. Dawn? Wait. No. Everything has been placed for inventory. Hop up again. Oh, do I have to wait for the guy to come back? Yo, dude! Come back here! I'm gonna hop in your box. Hey! Why couldn't I hop in your box? Stop it, cat. But... Do I have to drop my my thing in the box? Like, I want the box! Let me hop in the box, and I can't hop in the box. Okay, I might need an actual hint on this. Options. Resume. Hint. Dawn might be interested in hearing the contents of the tape. Yes. Dawn probably will be. But I need to get this to Dawn. I might have to drop it in the box. Pick up. I want to know what the box, like, what it says. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's going in. I can't jump on his head. I'm pretty sure he's going in there. So I'm gonna drop this in the box next time he walks past. I think that's what I have to do. I want to know what's the tea about Dawn. Dawn! No, I missed. Pick up. 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 Okay, now I'm up here. Okay. Oh, I wish I could just jump in the box. But I apparently can't. Haha. It's on his way. Can I get in there now? Hey, Stu, I think we're all done with the entrance hall. Good. Can you help Mike then? He's still in that room over there. Sure. Sweet. Going to use windows because you, Stu, are mean and won't let me through. Don't close my window. Tom, what is this? Why aren't you doing your job, man? Bro, this is an emergency. Sarah learned about the other chick. Oh, Mike. Mike. Tom, what other chick? You running a poultry farm? Just give me a minute, okay? Wow, like everything's just getting boxed up and everything. Goodbye. Wait. Why am I making you open this window? Eh. I hate that sound. Don't you ever try that again, cat. Okay. So, what am I doing? You're not in the inventory, cat. Okay. So I have to do something in this room. Box! Mike, stop it. Leave that box alone. Hey, cat. Okay, oh. There's something over here to interact with. Hey, cat, this room is my responsibility. Stop that. Up. Back down. Into box. Box! Huh, you did it. Ugh, this is heavy. Don't call me fat. He's calling me fat. Call me fat. I don't like it. Okay, well, we're just transferring one box to another. Done! What's this? Oh, that's Addie's. Wow, that's a good Zippo. Looks custom made. Woman, don't you ever think that it's Stu who checks the inventory? Investigate. Oh. Let's see. Haha. Box. Yes, Don. I have done it. Don, hey Aspen. Don't make people's lives harder, okay? I'm trying to get you the thing. Oh man, not a problem, miss. About Dawn. She pockets it. Let's listen to it. Dawn, let's listen to it. Dawn! I want to know what it says too. What does it say? What does it say? I've done all this work to get it to you. What does it say? Things are slowly disappearing. They're packed up. Oh. Why did I do that? Hold on. Ha ha ha. Wait, no, don't. Bernard, I don't know how to talk to people. Not anymore, I guess. So here I am in my cold, non-judgmental, indifferent machine friend. So here I am. Remember my words until this magnetic tape deteriorates and it connects me to merciful oblivion that'll eventually brace everyone and everything. Because I just can't walk away from this. Not this time. Cough. Bernard is dying. I met the fiery poet known as Kelly Oswald in the summer of 65. I mean, we're at a player now. From our shared anger against the societal roles to our passion for psychedelic rock and probably other psychedelic things, we clicked right away. Well, all the folks you meet at Red Dog those days were more or less like that. But you know how it works, how love can be excitingly inventive and finding the right excuses for you to fall into. Wait, does this mean Bernard was bi? Huh. Especially if you're a young man who's overly burdened in every effing thing he's been escaping from all his life. You can guess the rest of the story, and the machine combines confidently. Adrenaline sparks, lots of bodily fluids, and of course, some heartbreak. But what's really staggering me is after all those years, what was learned about after learning about Dawn's existence and cough, my role in it. Although me and Kelly stopped seeing each other after months of pure magnificence of sickly guilt, it seems the memento of our union stayed with her. For 9 years she never called me, for 9 years she never told me until I got a call from St. George's Hospital. Collie was so weak at the time that the nurse had to reach me. I flew to LA that day and found her almost been devoured by cancer. Like my current state, I suppose. The only thing I remained of Kelly that I knew was that fire resolution. And with an exhausting yet determined research, she made Our first and last request ever from me. Look after our daughter. That's what I was thinking. Carl might have been gay, but Bernard might not have been. That's how I learned about the charming, mystical, and intelligent creature called Dawn. And the cruel fates be damned for making me meet after what happened to Thomas. Cough. I have failed to show over the years, but one thing remains still. The moment she looked at me behind those Coke-bottled glasses. With her endless curiosity, beautiful eyes, I loved her in that split second. Cough. Like I'd known her for every moment of her life, I loved her. And if Thomas was alive, I'm sure he would have felt the same. He would have been a fan. He had been a fan. Dawn wasn't a fair child. You're squeezing me! Hetty, Dawn? Might you be strangling Aspen? Aunt Dawn. Addie's confused, as am I. Dawn? Dawn, what's going on? Okay, that door's open. Squeeze the cat. Not until poop. Not until go poop through. Don't squeeze cat that hard. Don't squeeze cat that hard. Okay. Liam, hey, you woke the baby. Sorry, sir, but we've been ordered to finish this by tomorrow. Oh. And this is the big house, you know. Whatever. Okay. Liam and the baby. Can I go up the stairs, or am I going this way? I'm going this way. We're following Liam. Everything in this house is slowly disappearing. Into this room we go. Oh, it's Liam's girl. What is this door? This is where Murray was. Is Murray still in the vent? Oh no, he's right here. Murray, I don't get it, Nunez. Miss Nunez, you dent what? Something. All that mystery stuff that Dawn does. Writing strange things on these witch papers of hers. Talking of spells and magic and incantations and all that. She just plays D&D. She doesn't do magic. It's just D&D. Even calling herself Cassandra Dark something or other the other day. I don't know what's troubling the poor lass. Dawn, oh, I was looking for those. They were lying about, ma'am. I wanted to... It's alright, Murray. Thanks. Shouldn't you admit to was just telling me about how... I was curious about that game you play. Game? It's a game? Yeah. See, Miss Nunez knows what's up. It's a game. Murray's just weird. And thank you, Nunez. Bloody thank you. Dawn. What can I help you with, Mr. Murray? Murray, well, it's not a game like croquet, eh? Dawn, haha. Not at all. It's a roleplay game. Meh. You can't really be associated with that kind of obscenities, ma'am. No, nothing like that. This is the kind of game you'd take on a role of another character in another world. Blasphemous! I know it sounds like it's bizarre at first, but when you give it some thought, it's something inherently all of us. It is something inherent to all of us humans, like make-believe. Yes, Dawn. We love you. You do that make-believe. We've all roleplayed someone before, right? Mommy, daddy, cowboy, Indian, whatever. What's your, character then, ma'am? I am also the DM, but my character is Cassandra Blackwell. Honestly, I can read better except when I'm reading out loud. I have a struggle with that. An epic 20-level half-elf warlock who's also the Grandmaster in necromantic magic. Miss Nunez half what, señorita? A half-elf. Her mother was the queen of the long-fallen elven empire and her father was a human wizard, who eventually took Cassandra in to his tower after the invasion of Nar? This sounds familiar. Well, you know, we started playing this game a long time ago, and I'm also seeing some familiar patterns here and there. So in this game, you're yourself, but you're also not yourself then? Says Murray. That's a way to put it, says Dawn. Murray, count me in. I'm tired of beating Nunez at nothing. Beating Nunez for nothing at poker. Miss Nunez. Bastardo! Dawn. Not that fast, Mr. Murray. You need to create your character first. Murray. What, you think I'm God Almighty, ma'am? Dawn, we could speed up the process by some randomization if you like. Here, roll this dice. 1. Well, not a lucky start at all. It'll be easy. I'll be easy on you, Mr. Murray. Please roll it again. Ha! I got a 20! You're a lucky cat, Aspen. Yes! No wonder you got 9 lives. Haha. Alright, I'll accept that scar for Mr. Murray's starting attribute pool. Now, let's roll for the character's race. No, let the beast do its trick. Aspen, alright, whatever you say. Ha! What did I get? Your character is a human, Mr. Murray. About that. I doubt that, ma'am, but alright. Now to roll for the class and background. Let's go. Oh, I lost a die. Your ancestor would be ashamed you asked for rolling. Okay, we're going again. Good catch, Aspen. Okay. What did we get? What did those dice mean? I actually didn't even read what the dice say. I see your class is warrior. Okay, and your background is the blacksmith. Murphy, Not bad, beast, not bad. A smithy is a hard-working lad who earns an honest penny, just like myself. You're joking, right? Miss Nunez does not believe that Murray is a hard worker. Now, Mr. Murray, what's your character's backstory? Make the damn beast decide. We can't randomly write your backstory. Yes, we can. You have to help me with that. Okay, here's Murray telling his backstory. Well then, lass, let me tell you the story of, Murag Iron's son. Dawn, yes, I knew you were a natural. Murray. Murag was, well, a blacksmith. Dawn. And he and his son, Corbin, were the best smithies the Seven Kingdoms had ever seen. I'm sold. Let's go. Let's keep going. And the lords and the kings and the other big heads are throwing money at their feet to get a piece of their merchandise. Yeah. For years, things were good. Jolly good. Until that accursed day. A demon from the depths of Depthless Pit rose. It came right for Colbin. Murag did everything he could to fight the fiend. But the demon had already found its way into Colbin's blood. The son of me was corrupting Colbin from inside. Oh, he's talking about his own kid. Murray? Murray fought harder every day he fought harder. Did it make a difference? No. But fought he did. Until the blood demon eventually took Colbin and left the world. Left this world. Just as was written in the plan of the bastard, heartless god out there. Nunez Murray, leaving Murs all by himself in the seven damned kingdoms. No, Murray, don't make me feel bad for you. Nothing but a small trinket in his now useless hands. With the only thing remaining of his partner, his mate, his son. A simple trinket that Colbin made from the leftovers by the forge. And unlike Colbin himself, the trinket that should last forever. What a day. Oh, poor Mr. Murray. I'd give you loves if I could. Demon blood plate. Yes. Mr. Murray is dealing with the fact that his son is gone. The platelet problem was not him, but his son. Carl, look at this place now. It feels so hollow. Shannon, I'm afraid this is the decision of the Masons, Carl. Time to leave this place behind. Strange. I feel as though this house had always been here. Ever since the memorial, I thought it would be owned by the Masons forever. Nothing is eternal, I'm afraid. At least not for us humans. Carl, we'll be having one last dinner at the manor this evening. I'd be honored to have you at our table. Carl, huh? Sure, Shannon. So hollow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sixth Sense. What's going on? Going outside. Tom, hey. I'm not getting paid to be the damned exterminator. Let's go! Stu, what's going on here? I reckon it was not just their house. Look at the poor thing. Must be tough becoming a hobo rat after all this time at the fancy mansion. I want to catch the rat! Good riddance. Everyone's leaving. Am I gonna finally catch the mouse? Am I gonna finally catch him? Currently, I think... Am I stuck? What's going on? Click, 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 click. Haha! There we go. I hop out. Oh-ho. We're going this way. Chasing the darn mouse. Come here, mouse. Come here, mouse. You go put it out of its misery. Oh, I cleaned the mouse? I was gonna put it out of its misery. Bernard, what are you doing here? This is Ghost Bernard talking to past Murray. I'm beginning to question... Am I being questioned by an old wizard wearing bloody slippers? What you're leaning on is my property. Damn your property then. You work somewhere around here? You decided to carry you, old wizard. I don't know why I decided to click on the hardest. I wanted to see what it did. It was apparently to clean the mouse. My bad. Murray used to be a carpenter. With my boy. Aww, your boy. You know what? I need someone to build me a winter garden. Okay, so basically, Bernard took Murray in because he felt bad. He felt bad. Miss News is coming back, Bernard. I'm scared. I'm scared of myself. This is past Bernard, like young Bernard, and a young Miss Nunez.
Hey.
Nunez, look at me. Look at my eyes. You will not be possessed by it again. You hear me? You need to be accompanied, Miss Nunez. The prescriptions won't be enough. You can't let effing heroin take the wheel anymore. You need to focus. You need something to focus on. And I just might have the right thing in mind. You will not enjoy it, though. Soy todo odes Bernard. I don't know what that means. He never needed a winter garden, no. You know, this is a pretty big house. It requires constant attention. Actually, there's so much work that needs to be done around here that one won't be able to find time to scratch her head, let alone give ear to the demons lurking inside. Bernard was such a sweet soul. He helped Murray and he helped Miss Nunez. Murray, oi, old wizard. Shall we pillage the last remains of the Manson cellar? So I can mix us a proper Grace O'Malley? Murray, you're a real connoisseur, you know that? Hey, Shane's coming. Damn you, Murray. You Cornish brush-whippering peasant bastard. Do I look like an idiot you can pluck day and night? You don't look like no chicken to me, sir. They had a whole act going! More of a badger, if you know what I mean. And a vicious one at that, eh? I want that winter garden ready by damn winter, you hear me? It was a heckin' act! His intolerance and him being angry at him all the time was an act so the family wouldn't be suspicious of why Murray was there. Hey! I already missed a winter with your lazy excuses, and I won't effing miss another one. Shannon, Dad. I'm just here for 2 days. It was an act. It was an act all along. Wow. Carl. Addie. Oh, Mr. Hedinger, what are you doing here? There's so many rare and precious books in the library, Addie. Can't let those buffoons ruin one. Can't let those buffoons ruin even one. Makes sense. How are you, young lady? I'm going to try to do voices, but I'm not going to be good at sticking to voices. I hope this parade is not giving you a headache it is giving me. I don't know, Mr. Hedinger. What aids you, darling? Just do I'm not doing Dave. I'm not shredding my voice. Addie, you know, I came to this place just a couple of times in my entire life. And when we arrived for the funeral a few days ago, and I saw the room that used to belong to Uncle Thomas, I'll be honest with you, I felt like the victim of in a horror movie. Carl, I do relate to that young lady. That room must have seems like it had been frozen in time. Addie, pure creepiness border of bizarre, sir. But today, when I watched all those people taking that room apart piece by piece, I don't know why, but I somehow felt angry? Like, we're letting them take away the last piece of evidence that Uncle Thomas ever existed. Like we are closing the book before reading the final chapter, huh? Addie, you have any idea what happened to him, Mr. Hedinger? To Uncle Thomas? Carl, honey, I know one thing. Proper closure only exists in stories. Lies! You can get closure with therapy. Y'all need therapy. Either this proper marries the princess, or the evil sultan gets punished for his wrongdoings. Or the big mystery gets unveiled just at the right place at the right moment. And so we continue our lives believing in the machinations of the universe are somehow being arranged in such a way that us humans feel a sense of closure. As witnesses that ever happened to the as witnesses to what happened to this family after Thomas Darlin, I know one thing. Proper closures only exist in stories. Lies exist in therapy. The thing that really happens to us, the thing that differs, that's a whole different matter. Okay. You're disappointing, Carl. Therapy. Y'all need therapy. That's what y'all need. Y'all need therapy. Get help. Will, found you! You think I'll rest before I solve this conspiracy? I'm behind you! Being chased by a child. I know you're toying with us. Old Bernard! He's going to a room! Bernard is looking through the chest. I know who you're watching. Ooh, what's up here? Anything up here? Nothing? Will, the paranormal investigator behind you. Oh! Will, open that! Haha, potential clue spotted. Let's see what's going on here. Will, wow. Mommy drew this? I got it. Haha, you want this, kitty? You want this? Fight it for it then. I will scratch you, kid. Oh, you're... Toro. Yo, my dude. My dude, give... No Toro me. No Toro me. Stop it, I want it! I want it! Give it to me. Am I gonna make you fall in the chest, kid? I am! Ooh, what does it say? Shane's dome. Bernard, you caught an interesting cultivator there, young lady. So this is a young Bernard versus with a young Shannon. Okay. Shannon, what, Daddy? My talented daughter inspiring me, that's all. Oh, that's why he had a thing called, Shane's Dome. Victory, yes, also hi. Hi! Hello! Hello, friend. Thank you for joining us. How are you doing today? We has a new friend. Shannon. Daddy. Bernard, what should we call it then? Shane's Dome. My brain now said so. Close the box. Yeah, I kind of wanted to close the box, yes. Bernard, splendid. Just splendid. Miss Nunez! Oh, the picture flew away. Meow. Dusty chest made my nose funny. I look outside. What are you doing up there, little bandito? I'm watching the picture. I found the picture. I have to go downstairs. You're more mischief than Aspen as a kitten, you know that? But Miss Nunez! It's Aspen! There's a conspiracy going on there! Will and his cat puns. Thank you. We needed those. Miss Nunez, K, what piracy? The cat Aspen makes us do things. Only you. I only make you do things. Actually, that's a lie. I do make everyone do things. Miss Nunez, oh no, what are you saying, my boy? And I think there's someone controlling Aspen, Miss Nunez! Someone who's spying on all of us. Miss Nunez, my poor darling. And who would that be? Well, I suspect it to be a galactic overlord, Miss Nunez. Miss Nunez. Oh. An alien mind that uses cats to control us humans. Will's conspiracies are quite funny. Just watching streams before I start work in half an hour. Nice. Never do bad things. It's always fun to watch things right before work. Okay, what is Will else saying about its cats? Miss Nunez, really? Will, yes. Possibly from another dimension? Miss Nunez, let's go make you a sandwich, yes? Will, but the Galactic Overlord!
Senor.
Miss Nunez, could you please follow me, little senor? An alien cat tries to control us humans. Yes. That is absolutely funny. That is Will's notation on all of this. That there is a galactic overlord called me. And I'm a cat. We're gonna go. He's on to me! I know I have to run! Oh wait, hi Shannon. Hey, what happened to our dripping ceiling? Murray, we're moving out and all of a sudden you decide to fix that? Not me, ma'am. Oh, Shannon's phone's ringing. Okay, they're wrapping up everything. Wait, meow, let me out. Meow. Meow. Aspen. Let me out.
Huh?
What do I want? I want out. Meow. Meow, let me out. Meow. Alright, Chris, I gotta go. Also, I have a cat viewer. Sit on the girls over here, headbutting the monitor. Hey, cats do know their own kind. They do. I have another cat here with me who's paying attention to what I'm doing. Shannon's wondering if I want to go outside. I do want to go outside. I say hello to the cat watching from your side, though. Hello, kittens. Hi, Murray. I want the picture. What are you up to, Aspen? No! No! I want it! Up. And... No! 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 Wait! Meow! Aspen! No! I have been catnapped! I have been catnapped! Look what we have here, Harry. Is that a chubby orange catfish? Harry, that's private property. Harry, 8 inches, Zach. What? The 8 inches rule. If I see an animal 8 inches away from the property, I have a right to collect it. Harry, I don't think that's how that works. You know the rules, Zach. Good for your bonuses. Rude? Rude, I have been catnapped! Harry, you know I bought an extra fridge for her and nothing changed, man. Zach, I don't care what you're saying. I have been catnapped. She's still eating my stuff. Can you believe that? I mean, what's not to understand? I'm shaking after 12 years, you know. What was that? I am escaping. What's what? I think I heard something. I am a smart kitty. You know what your problem is, Zach? Okay, shake. I had heard something! It's cool, Zach. You probably forgot to tighten the cage door or something. Okay, come on, come on. Me? Why does it always have to be me? Well, Harry sucks. I'll tell you, man, it's because of this. Let me escape! Escape! I escape! Oh no! No! Leave me alone! Oh, I hit. Cannot cage me! Running away! Okay, I know what I have to do. I have to jump up on the fence. Running away! I'm running away! You jerk! I was trying to get the picture. For shit. You were a jerk, my man. I'm up here. I'm running. I'm running. Can I go home? Oh. I got hit by a car. Whoops. No, cage this cat. We're running! I don't like these guys. You guys are mean. I don't like you. I don't like you. Running, running. Up. Running away, running away. Running away. Up. Nope. Nope. I ain't doing this. Don't shoot from a moving car. Down. No! I said down! Okay. We're going. We're going. Why are you shooting from a moving car, my man? That's dangerous. That is so dangerous. Up. Okay, we're running away. I need to go home. I want home. I want to go with people who love me. Ha ha ha. Up. Down. Up. No catch me. No catch me. Up. Down. Down! I said down! Okay, I'm struggling with this. Okay, I will not be caged any longer. I will escape. Escape! Oh, we're going, we're going, we're going. Up. To avoid things. Running, 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 run. Okay. I backed up. You don't have to wait so long to jump. Wait, you don't have to wait so long from jump up to down. Well, meh. I will make it. Stop counting my lives. We're running, we're running, we're running, we're running, we're running, running, running. We're going. There we go. There we go. I succeed. Ha ha ha. You can't catch me. I'm the kitty cat. Down. Down. You took me away from my home. From my home. No! Yes! I win! I win! Meow! 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 I hurt. I'm tired. Ugh. Meow. Will, what was that? Shannon, shush. What do you mean it got away? are you telling me that you also lost the cat that you illegally took from us? Yes, Shannon! Speak! Speak! F you and your 8-inch rule! Shannon is very upset. Carl, Shannon, the kids. Now you listen to me, boy. If you don't find that cat by tomorrow, I'll swear I'll spend every single penny of my entire savings, and probably much more, to soothe that wretched animal abuse company of yours. You hear that? I'm here. Hey, Shannon, please, sis. Calm. Can we eat in peace? This is our last day in this. And, we got a guest. We have Carl. Carl's a guest. Meow. Meow. Dawn, I'm sure they'll find Aspen. I mean, you can't really lose a cat like that.
Huh?
What did you say? Said Shannon. Me? Shannon, you implied that I lost the cat? Liam, Shannon? Shane? She did not imply anything. Shannon, I know what I heard, Liam. Dawn, do I even need to answer that? No, Shannon did not lose me, Dawn. Stop accusing her. Carl, Addie, dear, could you please take your brother and give us adults some time? Addie, sure. No way I'm gonna be an adult. You said it, Will. Don't be an adult. Shannon, show some guts for once and repeat what you said to me. Liam, Shane, no one's accused you of anything. Why are you behaving like this? Shannon, say it. Dawn, Shannon. This night, out of all our nights, I wasn't feeling like punching you in the face. Carl, ladies. Dawn, and you effing chose tonight to put up a fight? To put up the fight? Shannon, do I need permission to show this place? Wait, do I need permission to show her place to the bastard of my disgraceful father? Meow. They're fighting and I'm trying to get attention. Aspen. Shannon, love me. Shannon, I thought I let you disappear too. Don't let me disappear. I thought you were gone. No, I came back. Oh, she thought I disappeared like her father. And like Thomas. Probably more like Thomas, because Thomas just disappeared one day, up and over the fence, and was gone. Like Tom. I call it like Thomas. Shannon, will you find him, Tommy? We have young Shannon talking to young Thomas. Will you bring Daddy back to us? Thomas, I will, Shane. Her father, her brother, her husband, yeah. In that order, actually. Right there, I asked him to go. I made him go. This is adult Shannon. To find that wretch of a man. That wretched man of a father. It was my fault, all my fault. Hug it out. Hug it out. Shannon, it was all my fault. Hug it out, everybody. Dawn, shh, it's okay. Shannon, it was all my fault. Dawn, it was nobody's fault, Shane. Nobody's fault. Shannon, Hug it out, kids. Hug it out. Liam, sis, we were children. We all adored Bernard. We all wanted him back. It could have been me asking the exact same thing for Tommy. Shannon, my... Dawn, let it go. I'm back. She said, let it go, sis. Yeah, she almost lost. She has no idea how close she came to losing her other brother here. In this place. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. And I'm just watching all this. Oh my gosh! That was a roller coaster. Can I just say? That was a heckin' roller coaster. Leaving the material sheath behind us. We shall walk the boundless fields of Aru. Am I dying? Unburdened by the flames of vanity. Murray, you're surprisingly good at this, you know. We have Liam and Murray are working on the treehouse. Murray, me? I'm an effing carpenter, lad. I just needed small push, that's all. Unburdened by the unburnt by the flames of vanity. We can't use a two-man saw by yourselves, okay? And you're the one who's good. For a soft-handed pony like yourself, you know. I mean, if that's your way of saying thanks, Mr. Murray, I have to say, I'm not worthy of the honor. Murray, you shut up and continue sawing, mate. We got damn tree houses to finish. My brain skipped words. We shall find the carven path. It's my mouse friend! Bye, mouse friend! Lorraine Aspen! She's calling me. Carve the path with wood. Little kid. Oh, we're playing with me? Aww. This was your special treat, right? Yes. Release from the illusions of the absurd. Mother remembers Aspen? Yes, because Mother remembers things now. Also, wait, so they didn't sell the house and live happily together? I have no idea. We're finding out. Liam, there must be a god. She remembers stuff. It's already said. Is the Sunday already, Daddy? Are we going to church? Or not. At least she can sleep. We shall taste everlasting peace. So wait, so did they not sell the house? That's what I'm trying to figure that out now. 2 stars. Did we not sell the house? Dawn. Liam, hey Dawn. Bare our breasts and the blade of contempt. Dawn. What's that? This? Our lunch, which is destined to become pure sandwich magic. And you're the wizard, I suppose, Liam is telling Dawn. Every party needs a wizard. We shall find our rightful place among kin. I think they didn't sell. I think they saved. They stuck together in the house. Is this too much work? It's too much work for me. It's too much work to jump. I'm too tired. I'm too old. Wait. There's cats there. There's 3 cats. What's going on, guys? Where are we going? Probably. Shannon, life is hard with OCD. Cleanse of the specters of regret. Dawn, you tell me about. Okay. Looks pretty alright to me. Do enough pixel art and suddenly you're good at these things. Anything else I can help with? Shannon, well, there is one final box of books waiting unpacked in Father's study and Dawn on it. Thank you. We shall replenish this tyranny with guiding light. Okay, we're going this way. Oh, we have a young Bernard. I'm getting so tired from climbing these stairs. Replace, not replenish? Oh, sorry. Do not replenish. Oh, replace. Do not replenish the tyranny. Yep. What did we reading here? Aspen trees are noted for their... Okay, so it's talking about aspen trees. Being able to arise from long roots and ability to call clones. Oh, we have Tommy's reading. Tommy's reading with Bernard. The end. Thomas, wow. Is this true, Father? Talking about the trees. Bernard, it is, son. A truly wondrous and beautiful plant, isn't it? An aspen tree can be reborn through its descendants. That's amazing. But Father, perhaps we could say that about ourselves too. I mean, like a family. Perhaps, son. Perhaps. In the end, we shall become all that we created. Wow. There was a lot going on in this story, in this game. Wow. End of story. What? What? Okay. Okay. It was a good game. I really liked it, despite the fact that it's simple in design. Like, there's not a lot you can interact with, but it is solely the story, and the story is quite interesting, in my opinion. You're seeing this from both the cat's perspective and, like, almost outside, because you're learning bit by bit with what's going on. And it's really fun. This is a really fun game. I would recommend this game. It's really fun. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. We are going to hop over to this screen. And we are going to just kind of end today's stream with here. I have found that I've really liked that game. There was a really compelling story. There was a lot going on in it. The story felt very, very flow. Like, like when stories feel like chopped or like forced in a way. Like, this one did not feel that way. This felt like the story was just like a flow through. Like, you were there for, like, we're here for the ride. That's what this whole point was. We're here for the ride of this story, and that was about it. But yeah, I really did like it. Yes, thank you for coming to watch. For all those who've enjoyed it here on Twitch, very, very much thank you. If you like what you see here on my Twitch and you want to watch more of my videos, I've uploaded all of my videos to my YouTube, so go watch on my YouTube if you want to go catch up on my videos. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching there too. Be sure to either give like a follow or a subscribe if you want to know more when stuff comes up on either platform, because it's follow for Twitch and subscribe for YouTube. So that being said, thank you all for joining me today. I will be back actually in about like 40 minutes or so to actually play King of the Castle. So if you want to come join me for that, that is definitely for interaction with chat. So for all those who wish to come be a part of that, please do come. With that being said, oh, I know you'll be there, Star. With that being said, I will be back, and I will bid you all adieu for now. Goodbye for now, my fellow cats of the universe. And catnap is in order. Bye, everyone!